the only way for him to be successful is if I make a mistake.
Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now. Sadibou, man, I wanted to get into taking the title back home to Senegal first. You know, what type of roller coaster was that? Emotional roller coaster did you experience seeing your family, your friends, your supporters, and you did a lot of other things too while you were there?
Yeah, that was one of the most important things for me to do. Actually, it surprised me how well the reception was for me, and actually like how emotional it got for me, because like it was real. Like they stood behind me, and it was so big, and they was so proud of me, and I didn't understand it because the only like maybe 10 days after the finals I was there, right? So everything haven't like just sat itself down and stuff like that, so I didn't even got a chance to like feel the emotions. So everything came together over there, and it was an amazing moment.
Yeah, it was, man. I watched a lot of the videos, man. I really enjoyed it, man. It's great to see fighters doing that for their country and just representing, you know what I mean? I that's the one part I like about MMA is you can
Thank
represent your country, man, without going
Yeah,
to the Olympics, you know?
yeah, for sure, for sure. Appreciate you.
um,
Appreciate
a big part of going back home, I think, is since you train away from like your country, is the home cooking, man, and you don't have to trade, you don't have to do anything. You go back, you have a belt, you have the money, you have everything, and now you just could enjoy yourself, right? How was that?
you, man. It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah, like going through four training camps, cutting weight and everything. Like it's hard. So just being there, having someone cook for you, like what? Ah, today we want that. Today we want that. Like it was amazing. And I'm a big food guy, you know. So for me, it was just something that I was looking forward to, and it did not disappoint.
Yeah, for sure. Now you're back into fight mode, preparing for 2023 season. You'll start on April 14th. What are you doing differently leading into the season and you'll do differently during the season for preparation?
To be honest, so I've been up here in Vegas now since January 2022, and it took me a while to get my regimen down. Like, what should I train at what point? Who should I train with? Also, all of that. Like, how much should I train? And like, so. It took me a couple of months to set it all up, to find my strength and conditioning coaches, Cole and Sadiq. Like, so, but coming back, I already have everything. Like I knew when I was gonna do what session and all of that, so it was pretty easy to just jump right back into it. The only thing was just like the intensity didn't start with like it is today, you know. So I wouldn't necessarily say that I've done so much differently. Only like the mindset has been different a little bit, because like first couple of fights last year, I knew that I needed to work a lot on my wrestling, because that was the thing that people was gonna try to exploit. So I needed to like make a effort to make sure that that's not a hole in my game. Doing that now, I feel comfortable in that, and I can go back to my striking and put a little bit more emphasis on that. So I believe we're gonna see a little bit more striking from me this season.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait, man. Who did you work your wrestling with?
Oh, so I'm here in Extreme Couture. So I'm training with uh, like the coaches over here, which is Dennis Davis, Eric Nixick, um, Nate is here. I'm working a lot with Ali Abdulaziz. Has some sessions as well where we do wrestling and grappling. And then just like from fighter to fighter, I have my coaches from Sweden, Selman Berisha, of course, and Roland Peltier. Um, so I have a lot of great knowledge around me.
What is the mindset heading into the season? Are you thinking like I'm starting fresh? I'm starting from the bottom, or do you take the I'm defending the title approach?
No, no defending, nothing. Defending is a different, like it's a defensive mindset. I'm another office. I'm gonna get another belt, and that's it. I have one fight in front of me, and that's the only thing I need to worry about. Um, Everything else will sort itself out.
All right. Do you feel there is a target on your back though, since you are the returning champion?
I believe it is. It should be. Like because from myself, going into each season, I always look for the toughest guys in the brackets. So I believe that myself and a couple of other guys should have a target on our backs. I don't necessarily see myself as yeah, I'm the champion. People are gonna come for me because it's not like the UFC where you fight to be able to get on the number one spot and then fight for the title like that. You know, this is a tournament, so you have to be ready to fight everyone, which I am. So for me, like I said, if I can just focus on being the best I can be on the 14th, the rest is gonna sort itself out.
Your opponent, Al-Silawi, thoughts on him in the matchup?
Uh, yeah, he's a very nice guy. Like very respectful. He does his talking in the cage, which I respect. A little bit similar to me. I believe that on paper it's gonna be a tough matchup for him because he's primarily a striker, and he's shorter than I am, not as fast as I am, and not explosive, not as strong. So it's gonna be tough for him. He needs to try to close the distance, and I've been dealing with that particular style my whole career, not only in MMA. So I believe this is gonna be a show.
He competed 3 times last season. What did you think of those performances?
No, he did good. He's solid. He's solid. Like you have to beat him. He's not gonna come in there and beat himself. You have to beat him. So he shows that he's on a good level, and he definitely deserves to fight for the PFL. But I believe there is levels to this.
Every fighter, man, they're dangerous in their own way. Where do you feel like he's the most effective?
I believe, to be honest, that the only way for him to be successful is if I make a mistake.
And what are you expecting out of yourself? I mean, there's always the performances that you've had, and you want to top those performances, right? It doesn't matter if it's a championship fight or not. You want to perform really well, especially showing new skills. What do you want to show in this one?
So I just want to show that, like, uh, I think I'm gonna come out pretty aggressive, and I'm gonna of course try to go for the 6 points. Since it's a tournament, you faster you finish the fight, the better, right? Because you put yourself in a good position. But first and foremost, like always, the number one priority is to win, and to win without getting injuries. Because we're looking at a tournament, like I said, so it's gonna be 4 fights in 6, 7, 8 months. So you have to be you have to be a little bit strategic with that as well.
Yeah, I feel like people don't talk about that enough as well. Is the fight IQ that you need to get through the season
Yeah,
and not get injured. I mean, a lot of times fighters get injured in a fight because they take unnecessary risks. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like there's risk, but there's unnecessary risks. Do you feel that way?
I do, but the thing is, it's hard to say because there's no right or wrong when it comes to that, right? Because if you take the risk and you get rewarded, perfect. If you don't, now like you're looking at it with the result in hand. So it's hard. So I believe you have to be smart about it. You have to be aggressive, but also you have to be a little bit strategic.
April 14th, man, PFL 3, Las Vegas. You're fighting in Las Vegas. You don't have to go anywhere, man. You
I
just
have to
wake
go
up
ahead.
and go.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, right.
I
Yeah,
look forward. I look forward to it a lot. So I love it
for
actually.
sure. Go in the
Yeah.
descriptions, download the AllStar app. Thank you so much, man, for the time, and enjoy the rest of the day and all the
You
best.
too. Okay, you too. All right, my man.